Welcome, noble seekers, to a tale woven in the darkest threads of fear and wonder. I am thy Lorekeeper, here to guide you through a narrative that will engage every sense, every emotion. Tonight, you are not mere listeners, but living, breathing participants in a story set within the heart of a foreboding northern forest. Envision yourselves, noble seekers, as a band of adventurers, your hearts beating in unison with the pulse of the ancient woods. The air is thick, heavy with the scent of damp earth and pine, mingling with the subtle, musky odor of fallen leaves. Each breath you draw is a cold whisper against your lungs, the forest's chilly embrace tightening around you. The darkness of the night envelops you like a cloak, the moon a mere sliver, its light feeble against the oppressive shadows that dance between the trees. These shadows move with a life of their own, playing tricks on your eyes, turning every rustling leaf and snapping twig into a potential harbinger of doom. Above, unseen in the dense canopy, a silent observer watches with predatory patience. The air is still, the usual nocturnal chorus of the forest eerily absent, as if nature itself holds its breath in anticipation. Without warning, the tranquility is shattered. A massive form descends silently from above, its descent as swift as a falling star. The creature, a grotesque amalgamation of owl and bear, is a monstrous sight. Its feathers, dark and mottled, blend seamlessly with the night, while its fur, coarse and bristling, glistens with a sinister sheen in the dim light of your torches. The impact is thunderous, a cacophony of breaking branches and screams. The ground trembles as several of your comrades are crushed beneath the creature's immense weight, their bones snapping like dry twigs underfoot. The smell of blood, metallic and pungent, fills the air, a visceral reminder of the brutality unfolding around you. Before you can grasp the full horror of the situation, the owlbear moves with terrifying agility. It is a blur of deadly claws and snapping beak, a whirlwind of destruction. Each swipe of its massive paws is a lethal dance of death, severing limbs and cleaving through armor as if it were mere cloth. The sound of tearing flesh and the guttural roars of the beast meld into a symphony of terror that echoes through the forest. You stand amidst this chaos, the taste of fear sharp on your tongue. Your heart pounds like a drum in your chest, each beat a thunderous echo in your ears. The flickering torchlight casts elongated, grotesque shadows across the scene, painting a nightmarish landscape that grips your soul with icy fingers. Now, the story rests in a moment frozen in time, a precipice upon which hangs the fate of those who remain. Will you, noble seekers, rise to face this primal terror, or be consumed by the darkness that surrounds you? Come to me once more, noble seekers. In the deepest, oldest heart of the world's ancient woodlands, where the air is thick with the whisper of ages and the earth speaks of timeless secrets, there abides a creature both wondrous and fearsome, the owlbear. Permit me, thy Lorekeeper, to weave for thee a tapestry of this majestic entity, crafted from the very essence of myth and the untamed spirit of nature. Visualize, if thou wilt, the owlbear, its form, a harmonious and daunting fusion of the bear's brute strength and the owl's silent, deadly grace, is draped in a rich mantle of both fur and feathers. This shaggy coat, a blend of bristly fur and feathers, spans a spectrum from yellowish-brown, reminiscent of the forest floor at autumn's peak, to a deep, impenetrable black, akin to the Stygian depths of the night sky. Such coloration renders the owlbear nearly invisible within the dappled shadows of its forest realm. Approach with caution, and behold its countenance, owl-like in its eerie beauty. The eyes of the owlbear, large and round, are encircled with a haunting shade of red, shining with a wild, primal intelligence. These orbs, with their limpid pupils, seem to pierce through to the very marrow of one's being. The beak, a fearsome appendage, is either hooked in a manner reminiscent of the deadliest birds of prey, or serrated, like the weapon of a seasoned warrior, colored in hues that range from a pale, ghostly yellow to the somber tone of dull ivory. Mark now the creature's formidable claws, fleshy talons that speak of its avian lineage. In the male of the species, these claws are particularly fearsome, darker and more robust, capable of rending armor and flesh alike with merciless ease. The males, larger and more imposing than their female counterparts, stand as towering sentinels of the forest, reaching heights of 8 feet and weighing as much as 1,500 pounds, akin to the heaviest of warhorse. Yet the owlbear is not merely a brute of strength and ferocity. Its forearms, much like those of a human, granted a dexterity most unnatural for a creature of its size. It can embrace its prey in a lethal hug, or strike with swiftness and precision from unforeseen angles. Its neck, comprising 14 vertebrae, allows its head to rotate in a most unsettling manner, surveying its domain with an almost unnatural vigilance. Listen closely, for the screech of the owlbear is a sound that cleaves the night, a clarion call of the wilds that resonates through the forest. This harrowing and sharp cry serves as a herald of dominion and a warning to all who dare venture within its territory. Within the shadowy confines of its lair, a den resonant with echoes of past hunts and conquests, the owlbear resides in solitary majesty. Here, amidst a macabre collection of bones and remnants of its prey, it reigns unchallenged. Its diet, voraciously carnivorous, encompasses the creatures of the forest, from the smallest rabbit to the mightiest bear, and even, as whispered in tales of yore, the ethereal and mystical elf. Yet, take heed, noble seekers, the owlbear, for all its might and dread, bears within it a paradox. Its very ferocity, unbridled and relentless, can be its downfall. In its blind rage, it may fall victim to the cunning traps laid by hunters or the clever stratagems of those it seeks to devour. Thus stands the owlbear, a being of night and terror, an embodiment of the untamed and unknowable forces of nature. In its cry, we hear the wild heartbeat of the ancient world, a poignant reminder of the primal, untamed forces that lurk in the shadowed, forgotten corners of our realm. Hearken now, noble seekers, as we delve into the annals of ancient times, to unravel the enigmatic origins of the owlbear, a creature that has long captivated the imaginations and stirred the fears of many. The genesis of the owlbear is shrouded in mystery and contention among scholars and lore masters. The prevailing belief, woven from the threads of arcane knowledge, posits that the first owlbear sprang from the dark experiments of a mage. This mage, driven by unfathomable desires, is thought to have crossed the might of a bear with the keen senses of a giant owl. However, This fusion resulted in a creature of such untamable temperament and ferocity that it was deemed a catastrophic failure, and legend whispers that the creature's wrath may have led to the demise of its creator. Yet, this is not the only tale that echoes through the corridors of time. The ancient elves, beings of deep wisdom, speak of owlbears roaming the earth for millennia, predating even the oldest of their memories. The Fae, denizens of the mystical Feywild, claim that owlbears have always been part of their otherworldly realm, suggesting an origin as predators of the Feywild that somehow crossed into the material world in times long past. In the wake of cataclysmic events, such as the Time of Troubles, a new theory emerged. It conjectured that the owlbear, along with other fantastical creatures, might be a remnant of ancient gods' wars, surviving through the ages and breeding true on the world of Toril. It is said that owlbears were the creation of one of the creator races, possibly the mysterious Ari. Throughout the tapestry of history, the presence of the owlbear has been felt. Recall the Silver Age of Netheril, when human colonists led by the Terrasir eradicated thousands of owlbears to protect their caravans, leaving behind the old owl well, a testament to the conflict with these formidable creatures. Consider the Year of Leather Shields, when owlbears were strategically used by elves to deter human encroachment, a ploy suggested by a Netherese wizard and taken to elven Lord Ilafar. This speaks to the owlbear's role in the complex interplay of power between elves and humans. The legend of the owlbear stretches across time, from the tragic demise of King Erlem, Eye of Tether, during an owlbear hunt, to the creation of a powerful owlbear named Thorax by Baal, the Lord of Murder, as a tool of terror. In Aglaron's Weirwood, once a common sight, the owlbear became a legend, only to re-emerge as a more common presence under dark and manipulative forces. Rumors in the late 1300 SDR of a beast lord in the north using owlbears as instruments of destruction further entwined their legacy with the history of the land. In more recent times, the tale of a dragonborn follower of Tiamat using a trained owlbear for raids, a creature that could be controlled by the elvish word Ariel Shah, adds another chapter to the owlbear's storied existence. Thus, noble seekers, we see the owlbear as more than a mere creature of myth and legend. It is a being deeply woven into the fabric of history, its origins lost in the mists of time, its impact resonating through the ages. The owlbear stands as a symbol of nature's unfathomable power and the enduring mysteries that lurk in the shadowed corners of our world. In the verdant embrace of temperate forests, where the air hums with the ancient whispers of nature, dwells the owlbear, a creature as enigmatic as it is formidable. Noble seekers, let us venture deep into the ecology of this mythical beast, exploring every facet of its existence in the wild. The owlbear prefers the seclusion of tangled woods, the dark embrace of near-surface caves, or the hollowed hearts of giant trees and stumps. Some even find refuge in the ruins of forgotten structures. These lairs, sanctuaries of the owlbear, gradually become strewn with the remnants of their hunts, a grim collection of broken bones, gizzards, and occasionally the lost treasures of fallen victims. The hunting grounds of the owlbear, dense and wooded, are territories intimately known to them, places where prey finds little hope of escape. A mated pair of owlbears claims dominion over a territory of 1 to 2 square miles, marking their realm with vertical grooves clawed into tree bark. both a warning to intruders and a means to sharpen their deadly talons. In the rhythm of seasons, the mating call of the owlbear echoes through the forest. The female enters estrus, while the male exudes a distinctive musk. Despite their mammalian characteristics, owlbears lay eggs, almost spherical and numbering up to 6 per clutch. These eggs, laid days apart, give rise to chicks or cubs, nurtured in the depths of their lairs. The owlbear young, though initially reliant on their parents, are innately dangerous. Lacking the ability to produce milk, the mother owlbear provides fresh meat to her offspring, training them in the savage art of hunting until they reach about 2 years of age, at which point they venture out to forge their own paths in the wild. An owlbear's lifespan can stretch up to 2 decades, each year marked by survival and dominion over its realm. Owlbears are often encountered alone or in mated pairs, but occasionally they gather in small packs, particularly during hunts, forming groups of up to 5 or 8. In the hierarchy of the forest, they stand as apex predators, challenged by few. Yet, in the cycle of nature, even the owlbear finds adversaries, such as the aratha or killer beetle, known to prey on these formidable beasts. In the Starwood area of Cormanthor, a fascinating adaptation has been observed. Faced with dwindling traditional prey, owlbears there turned to farming insects, specifically giant harvester termites. Upon discovering a termite-infested, rotting oak tree, these owlbears learn to cultivate and manage the termite colony, effectively creating a sustainable food source. This ingenious strategy not only provided nourishment but also attracted other prey, such as horses, lured by the scent of decaying termite shells mixed with owlbear saliva. This unexpected turn in their hunting strategy helps stabilize their population, showcasing the owlbear's ability to adapt and survive. Owlbears roam across diverse landscapes, from the north and silver marches to the savage frontier. Their presence is noted in the Southwood, our deep forest, high forest, and even the Moonshae Isles. These creatures adapt to various environments, from dense woodlands to rugged mountains, making their home wherever nature offers refuge. Intriguingly, owlbears have also been known to inhabit the dark corners of dungeons and ruins. The Undermountain, with its labyrinthine passages, has witnessed owlbears in the arcane chambers and crystal labyrinth. Even the haunted halls of Evening Star and the depths of Under Elmwood have played host to these solitary hunters. Thus, in the grand narrative of nature, the owlbear stands as a testament to survival, adaptability, and the mysterious interplay of the natural and the mythical. From the heart of ancient forests to the shadowed realms of dungeons, the owlbear's presence weaves a rich and complex story, a thread in the vast tapestry of the wild world. In the vast and varied tapestry of the world, where the extraordinary intertwines with the everyday, the owlbear emerges as a creature of not only myth and legend, but also of significant practical value. Noble seekers, let us journey through the myriad ways in which this formidable beast influences trade, craftsmanship, and even culinary traditions. Deep within the bustling markets of civilization, where exotic goods change hands for hefty sums of gold, the owlbear holds a place of high esteem. The rare and coveted owlbear egg, for instance, can fetch a price ranging from 200 to an astonishing 2,000 gold pieces. Even more prized are hatchlings, or young owlbears, which can command prices from 500 to a staggering 5,000 gold pieces. Wizards, seeking guardians for their mystical realms, often emerge as primary buyers in this thriving market. Beyond the wizardly towers, the eggs of owlbears travel across vast lands in royal-scale caravans, journeying from the Hordelands to the far reaches of Karatur, marking their place among the most exotic of goods. In the realm of commodities, the owlbear contributes more than just its offspring. The pelt of an owlbear, a symbol of the daring and prowess of the hunter, can be sold for a modest sum or more if expertly trimmed and treated. These pelts, when transformed into refined garments like capes, jackets, coats, robes, or blankets, fetch prices as high as 400 gold pieces, coveted for their rarity and the valor associated with obtaining them. Craftsmen and artisans, too, find value in the owlbear. The creature's leather is a material of high quality, sought after for crafting sturdy armor and reinforcing weapons. The bones of the owlbear, known for their durability, are utilized in the crafting of weapon pommels, lending strength and balance to the arms of warriors. In the mystical sphere, the feathers of the owlbear are cherished as quality components for spells and enchantments, adding a touch of the wild to the arcane. In a more unexpected realm, that of medicine, the musk of the male owlbear, particularly potent during the mating season, is a substance of great potency. This musk has the remarkable property of freeing a creature from enchantments that cloud the mind. The skillful centaurs, adept at trapping these creatures, swiftly extract these musk glands, harnessing their potent effects. Training an owlbear, a task fraught with peril and requiring immense patience, is a challenge undertaken by few. Often, the methods employed are harsh, involving repeated beatings to break the creature's will, a practice viewed by many as cruel and inhumane. Yet, some individuals, known as owlbear whisperers, have a unique ability to placate and even befriend these beasts, persuading them to serve as companions or guardian. Trained owlbears, whether raised from chicks or broken by force, serve as tireless guardians in enclosed or strategic areas, fiercely protective of their perceived territory. The utilization of owlbears extends beyond personal guardianship. Elven communities, residing high in the treetops, sometimes encourage owlbears to lair beneath their homes, serving as a formidable defense against nocturnal threats. Hobgoblins and giants have been known to employ them as war beasts or keep them as exotic pets. On the frontiers, owlbears are sometimes trained for racing, providing entertainment in the form of bets on not only the victors, but also on the potential for these beasts to turn on their handlers. In the brutal world of gladiatorial combat, starved owlbears are unleashed as savage adversaries, their ferocity adding to the spectacle of the arena. In the arcane realm, druids and totemists harness the primal aspect of the owlbear, adopting its semblance or binding its avatar to gain strength and prowess in combat. Wizards wield spells to summon owlbears, either as loyal minions or fearsome combatants. Even in the sphere of religion, the owlbear finds a place. The god Malar and his beast lords breed owlbears as symbols of their dominion over predatory beasts. In the culinary world, the owlbear contributes in surprising ways. Although the females do not produce milk, a concoction known as owlbear milk is a sought-after delicacy in certain circles. Even in taverns and inns, dishes claiming to contain owlbear meat, such as the renowned owlbear stew of Waterdeep, add an exotic flair to the menu. Thus, the owlbear, a creature of legend and mystery, is deeply woven into the fabric of the world, its presence felt in markets, workshops, kitchens, and even on the battlefield. From the high towers of wizards to the bustling streets of markets, from the secretive chambers of artisans to the raucous arenas of gladiators, the owlbear stands as a testament to the complex interplay between the mythical and the practical, its essence an integral part of the tapestry of life. As our chronicle draws to its close, remember, noble souls, that the multiverse's wonders are boundless and eternal. Seek wisdom, embrace wonder, and journey forth with hearts aflame. Fear not the unknown, for in every corner of existence, new tales await. If thou found this journey enlightening, a like and subscribe shall suffice to continue our cosmic odysseys. And should thy appetite for ethereal knowledge remain unsated, venture forth into the annals of our library. Other cosmic chronicles await thy curious gaze. Until we meet again in the endless expanse of the multiverse, I bid thee farewell, and may your dreams be filled with the mysteries of the cosmos, under the watchful eye of thy Lorekeeper.